Many couples were shining on the red carpets, and their love seemed never to end. But unfortunately, another famous Hollywood couple broke up. Natalie Portman and her husband Benjamin Millepied decided to separate after 11 years of marriage. It happened following of troubles in their relationship, an alleged affair between Benjamin and 25-year-old Camille Étienne. Days before the announced split, Natalie was photographed without her wedding ring as she returned to Australia on August 4th. Earlier in the summer, Natalie was seen wiping away tears on a bench while at the park with Benjamin and their kids. The emotional pictures of actress came out days after Benjamin went by himself to the Pat Theatre in Paris for a screening of his directorial debut film, Carmen. Natalie also enjoyed an outing without her husband at the French Open on June 7, where she was all smiles. What are the real reasons of the divorce famous couple? Who is the girl who ruined Natalie Portman's family? Why some people don't feel sorry for Natalie? And what will be next? But before we start, please make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for notifications. Thank you. The film Black Swan changed the life of Natalie Portman. Not only was it because it was one of the greatest roles of her career, but also because it allowed her to meet the love of her life, Benjamin Millepied. Having fallen in love on the set in 2010, they became engaged, and on June 15, 2011, they became happy parents of little Olive. And almost a year later, they married on the coast of Big Sur, California. The ceremony was held in the strictest secret, in the house, immersed in darkness. After the Sabbath ritual, the festivities began around 8 p.m. under the chuppah, a canopy traditionally used in Jewish wedding ceremonies. They had 2 children, Aleph, named after the first letter of the Jewish alphabet, born in June 2011, and Amalia, born on 22 February 2017. Meanwhile, in October 2014, the couple moved to the French capital, where Benjamin Millepied was appointed dance director at the Paris National Opera, a position he left 2 years later. They lived peacefully, but everything changed a few months ago. The French choreographer had an affair with another woman. But who is she? Camille Étienne, a 25-year-old eco-activist whose fame has only increased in recent years. Proof: the media brute included her in the list of 31 women who took a step in 2022, and Vanity Fair in the ranking of 50th French woman who took a step in 2020. A young Savoy woman is known for supporting and conducting civil disobedience actions. She also regularly appears in the European Parliament, where she often met with Greta Thunberg or Belgium's Adelaide Chalier and Anuna de Viver. Now we understand why Benjamin could not resist with that girl. A passion for revolution in French blood. Frenchman Benjamin was fascinated by her. Natalie Portman seemingly hinted at her marriage woes one day before husband Benjamin's affair was exposed. Natalie Portman, who is an avid reader, has her almost 9 million followers, a glimpse at her latest read, notably about a grieving wife. When X, a polarizing and elusive artist, drops dead in her office, her grieving wife sets out to uncover the truth of X's life. Natalie captioned a photo, with her head buried in the book, part narrative fiction, part fake biography. Catherine Lacey's biography of X already feels wholly original, and I can't wait to discuss with you all. It seems Natalie Portman recently discovered that her husband was having an affair with 25-year-old Camille Étienne and posted this photo. Sources told that the twosome separated last year but managed to work through their issues, only for their latest allegations to rock their world once again. Now Benjamin is doing everything he can to get Natalie to forgive him. He loves her and their family, but it looks like Natalie decided to not forgive Benjamin. A woman never forgives or forgets. He's a fool if he believes that she will do whatever suits her purpose at the moment. French ballet dancers are notorious studs, wrote subscribers on social media. It's surprising that some people don't feel sorry for Natalie. Why? Some people remembered how began the romance between Natalie and Benjamin. At that time, he was in relationship with another girl. Well, Natalie, what does around comes around. You didn't seem to mind when you were having an affair with Benjamin, while he was living with his ballerina girlfriend, who was broken-hearted when he dumped her for you. Natalie Portman is very conservative, elegant, and restrained. She often calls herself boring. 3 years ago, she explained why she's building barriers around herself.
Sexualized as a child, I think took away from my own sexuality because it made me afraid, and it made me feel like the way that I could be safe was to be like, I'm conservative and I'm, like serious and you should respect me and I'm smart and like, don't look at me that way.
So many people had this impression of me that I was super serious and prude and conservative. As I got older, I consciously cultivated that because it was a way to make me feel safe. If someone respects you, they are not going to objectify you. In 1997, Portman was offered the role of Lolita in Adrian Lyne's film adaptation of Vladimir Nabokov's. She said no. Natalie knows how to make the right decision for herself, and if she decided to divorce her husband, she will do it. And the only thing that interested her now is the well-being of their children.